We live and direct, baby. We live in full effect. Machiavelli Mills TV. Y'all hit that like button as soon as y'all come on in here. I'm glad to be sitting in front of y'all once again. Thank y'all for all the support y'all been showing me, all the love y'all been showing me on Cash App. Uh, whether it's through donating straight through YouTube, all the comments y'all left, all the likes, all the hyping the videos up. Um, yeah, everybody just subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it, man. So this evening we're gonna get on Judge Joe Brown. I already posted my video about Judge Joe Brown about an hour ago, and I had to. Hey, hold on, Sheldon, what's going on, man? How you feeling? How you feeling? Brian Russell, what's going on with you? Did Jordan push off you, Brian Russell? Did Michael Jordan push off? What's up, y'all, man? He said, what did Joe Brown do? Man, Jalen, what didn't Joe Brown do? What hasn't he done? Go James, what's going on, man? So we gonna get into it, Jalen. We gonna get into it. I'm gonna let the audience build up just a little bit. Black, what's going on? Good evening, good evening. I'm gonna let the audience build up just a tad. Brian Russell laughing. Yeah, Joe Brown been a butter biscuit eater. He been buck dancing for the longest of time. And I've just gotten tired of it. And I said, let me just come out and say what I have to say about him. Because he's a huge disappointment. When I was a kid on the south side of Chicago, I'm still here on the south side of Chicago, but I remember when I used to watch all the court shows with my grandma, right? My grandma would always watch Judge Mathis, Judge Judy. She would watch the People's Court with Marilyn Millian, right? She would watch Judge Maybelline in divorce court. And she would also watch Judge Joe Brown. Now, this is like in 99, 2000 at the time, right? I'm 6, 7 years old. And so, me, I, as a kid, I would recognize that, man, it's black judges. And I recognized that was something profound. That was something that was like really dope to see black folks as judges on TV. Even as a kid, I recognized that, right? And then, as you get into your adult years, certain people that you had a certain amount of admiration for and respect for, it dwindles when you start to see who they really are, how they really feel about black folks, and how they cover for white supremacists, right? And so when I came and I saw Judge Joe Brown start to sit down on certain YouTube platforms like the Art of Dialogue, he started to really get out his true feelings about certain things. And he showed us that he was a Maga Crusader, a Maga shield. The way he defends Donald Trump to the core is something else. But the way he was splaining, the way he was trying to absolve Charlie Kirk for really saying racist rhetoric is despicable, right? So I watched this interview that he does with the Art of Dialogue, and they get to the Charlie Kirk conversation. And here go Joe, when they talk about, because Art asked Joe Brown, basically, is Charlie Kirk a racist and all of that? And here go Joe Brown. Well, everybody calls each other bad names when they're on the other side. Some of what he said I can agree with when it comes to particular individuals. I don't find him a racist. It's all in context. All doing all that explaining that all the other racist people do. You got to look at the context of what he said. We looked at the context. What the hell are you talking about, right? I don't think anybody has any. Here go Joe Brown. I don't think anybody has any built-in exemption from criticism. If free speech offends you, grow stronger. Go stronger like men back in my day. Like, what the fuck? Like, oh, look, listen. Then, so I say, hold on, Joe Brown, you're sitting here and telling me that Charlie Kirk saying that black folks or black women don't have the brain processing power, right, to be taken seriously. That's not racist. Him saying that if he gets on a plane and he sees a black pilot, he's going to wonder, boy, I hope he's qualified. That's not racist to you? Him painting black men with a big brush. Painting us with a brush of degeneracy. Painting us with a broad brush of just degeneracy. Just saying all of us degenerate, we gang bangers. Everywhere he go, he went on a college tour talking about how degenerate black people were. How we gang members and we were more likely to take other white men out than anybody and all of that. That's not racist. Him saying that black people were better off during slavery because we committed less crime. Huh? That's not racist. Are you out your damn mind, Joe Brown? Like Judge Joe Brown, this is what I noticed. When it comes to black folks, when there's anybody black, he attack black folks with vigor. You know, he start cussing. When he talking about black folks, we all type of MFs, all type of crazy words and names. When it comes to racist white folks, oh my God, he handled them with kid gloves. I mean, he got this milquetoast approach when it comes to them. He's so feeble and he's so, he's so meek when he's talking about them. Oh my God, like, like he's so soft when he talk about them. I mean, he handled them with kid gloves. He lays down this blanket of protection for white supremacists. Anti-black racists, oh my God, he loved them. I don't really see him as being a racist. I just think we need to toughen up as a society. Back in my day, we were strong men and we just let it roll over our shoulders. We just viewed it as, back in the day, we played the dozens with each other and we just learned how to talk back to each other. That's all we did. We play the dozens. Are you serious? Are you going to compare Charlie Kirk's racist rhetoric to simply playing the dozens? Huh? That's how I knew Judge Joe Brown was a butter biscuit eating senile Sambo. That's when I knew. I said, oh man, here we go. All this mental gymnastics he playing with himself. These mental gymnastic games he doing, trying to compare it to simply playing the dozens. We just learned how to just be tougher and say something back. We didn't try to complain about this type of stuff in my time. Like, it'd be so crazy to me, man. The man, this is the same dude who went crazy on Judge Mathis, right? Went crazy on Judge Mathis. All because Judge Mathis chose to still love his son despite his son's sexual orientation, right? Judge Mathis' oldest son is gay, and he still chooses to love his child. Here go Joe Brown. Judge Mathis, he's a rainbow pusher, and I don't got no respect for him. He's a rainbow pusher. He's talking all crazy. Judge Mathis, all type of MFs and everything. He all type of MFs and motherfuckers and all that, right? But when it comes to Charlie Kirk, I think he's not a racist man. I think we got to be more kind with our words when we're talking about people like him. I think we need to be more real nice with the words about that nice upstanding man, and he got a good family and he had a wife, and I think we need to be more careful about how we talk about him. Man, get your goof ass out of here. Judge Joe Brown kill me with that, man. I promise you, he gets on my nerves with that. Judge Mathis, he calling Judge Mathis every name in a book, ready to ride out at dawn on Judge Mathis simply for loving his son despite his son's sexual orientation. That's his damn son. You think he's supposed to alienate his son and talk crazy about his son to appease you, to make you feel good about what you want him to say? Are you out your mind? Are you out of your mind? Defending, he out here is crazy. Going crazy on Judge Mathis, but out here defending Charlie Kirk, a man who would say, hey, pal, I don't think you earned that gavel, pal. Charlie Kirk would tell Judge Joe Brown, hey, you got to show me you earned those credentials, pal. I don't believe you. Pal, hey, buddy. I don't know if you earned that robe, buddy. Buddy, I'm doubting, buddy. Boy, I hope you're qualified. Boy, you're a judge? Joe Brown is your name? I hope you're qualified, man. I hope you're a qualified individual. Boy, Charlie Kirk would have came at Joe Brown just like that. And here go Joe Brown, ready to, we got to love Charlie Kirk. Oh, we got to love Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk he didn't do nothing wrong. We just got to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. I bet Judge Joe Brown, the type of dude, I bet you during the 70s, Judge Joe Brown was telling black folks we need to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. I bet you he was on that type of time. I bet you he was telling black folks back then it was our fault that systemic racism was happening. We need to be kind. These good old conservative white folk, they didn't took us, they didn't had us in slavery to teach us how to read and write and how to talk and how to speak. They done made us upstanding individuals, and this how we repay them. We get mad and we want to march instead of being tough. Back in my day, we were tough men. We were tough. We just out and we took it. We took it head on and headstrong, and we just kept going in stride because the white man, this is his world, and I'm in his world, just a squirrel, just trying to get two nuts out here, you know. Joe Brown get on my nerves, man. It just killed me, man. Then you know what's crazy, bro? Like again, he got all this crazy vile stuff to say about black folks. He going crazy on Jasmine Crockett, calling all type of idiots and every type of word in the book. But when it come to Charlie Kirk, he won't utter a bad word about Charlie Kirk at all. He had a family, he had a wife, and he had children, and no man with children should ever have to succumb to something like that. He had children, and he was a you know the brother talk boy at what 2 miles an hour. The brother talking 2 miles an hour. Seriously. You know, and don't come on here talking about some he's an elder. I'm not protecting Joe Brown under the blanket of him being an elder. Because I live in a world where elders need to get checked too. Seriously. I'm a respectful young man. I don't disrespect folks. I don't come across as belligerent. I don't come across aggressive to just for no reason. You know, I don't just attack. Yeah, I respect elderly people. But once you start buck dancing and throwing black folks under the bus all willy-nilly left and right, you don't get that blanket of protection. You don't get that protection of you being an elder. Because elder, you out of line. You out of line. Okay? So somebody got to be out here and check you and call you out about it. You know, all this you old because you old, nah. And some people gonna say, well, you need to respect him because he went to school back in the day in the 60s and all of that. He went and got his degree and he went and became a judge. You know how hard it is to become a judge? Respect him as a black man because he's a judge. Well, goddamn, I don't care if he's a judge because Clarence Thomas is a judge too. And he's one of the biggest sellouts you could ever find out here. Clarence Thomas is a judge. I don't handle Clarence Thomas with kid gloves. I'm not doing it with Judge Joe Brown either. Who gives a damn if he's a judge or not? I don't care. All right. So all of that, he's older and he's a judge. That don't mean nothing to me. Because the moment you out here selling black folks out, throwing us under the bus left and right, I'm calling it out. You know, same way he went out there, the young brother Carmelo Anthony, that was in a situation defending himself. He called Carmelo Anthony, not the basketball player, the young black kid. He called him all type of punks and young punks and everything, right? All of that. But Charlie Kirk, hey, I don't see nothing racist about Donald Trump. Donald Trump, he's a good man and he's just trying to make our society tougher. You know, me and like Joe Brown always think they the toughest dudes in the room. Them dudes that just are subservient to racism, they think they just the toughest, hardest men alive. We were tougher back then. We were tougher. You know, remember the Fighting Irish logo, the Notre Dame logo with the Dukes up? We were tougher. We were tough men. And today we just grown soft and we don't want to be told nothing about ourselves and we gotta stop it. Hey man, get up out of here. You know, John Wayne complex. Get on my nerves. Like, bro, what? Yosemite Sam's doppelganger. Yeah, with his Walker Texas Ranger hat on. Want to be Chuck Norris so bad. Want to be Chuck Norris, man. For real. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what he be on. And that's why I don't have no blanket of protection for him. Because he don't care he always laying down protection for white supremacists, anti-black racists, one's obvious anti-black racists. He always making an excuse for them. Well, I don't think nobody's above some criticism, and everybody calls each other bad names on the opposite sides, and I don't find him a racist. It's all in the context, and this kid like crazy, man. Then I remember he was talking about Kamala Harris. And is Kamala Harris perfect? No. But when he got to talking about Kamala Harris, she was all type of old hoes and all type of pieces of SHIT and every name in the book. But again, for Charlie Kirk, a racist, who was obviously racist, you got nothing but nice things to say. You try to defend him. You trying everything you can. You trying to make sure you got a soft blanket of protection for Charlie Kirk. Man who said all type of crazy stuff about black women, black men, black people in general, talking about we was better off doing slavery. And here you go defending them. Joe Brown, we were better off doing slavery because we had fathers in the home doing slavery. Fathers was in the home and we was raising our children. So slavery was a good thing for us. Did all that going in on Kamala Harris, calling her every name. But with Charlie Kirk, you out here, you act like you don't see what's going on. I didn't hear him being a racist. Now that don't sound racist to me. It just sounds like he got some good criticisms. Type what? What? It just killed me. I'm gonna stop doing the voice. I'm gonna stop it. But that type of stuff. This is how he moves. This is how he moves, and it's despicable. And the way he go after Kamala Harris, I'm wondering, did you try to get that number back in the day, brother? Did you try to get that number and she told you hell no? Because you still smell like Calvin Klein Obsession cologne. You still put on Obsession and she said hell no. You wear Obsession still? Come on now. She told you still got on that Michael Jordan cologne? Absolutely not, brother. I'm not gonna talk to you, Joe Brown. You got on Michael Jordan cologne. Brother trying to come up to her with that cool water sprayed on his neck. She said, no, not gonna be able to do it. Judge Joe Brown type of man, he everything he wear match head to toe. Head to toe. She like not gonna be able to do it. She saw Judge Joe Brown with nothing but starch all on his jeans. She's out. I can't do this. I can't do this. Hey, he made you mad you ain't get the number? Cause the way he talk about her, you be thinking like, damn, what you trying to get out of? Did you try to shoot your shot and she told you no? And now you mad? She don't want to talk to me. She want to talk to the white man. And for that, she's an old hoe. I hate that hoe because she don't want to be with me. Why she don't want to be with Joe Brown, I don't know. I wear the finest. I wear Curve. I went to go get Curve to spray on with a little mixture of Calvin Klein Obsession. And she still didn't want to talk to me. Why is that? Man, those who have no fight in them try to extinguish the fight in others. Yeah, like, oh my God, man. It's just, he's such a huge disappointment, man. All this babbling he doing is just related to just protect Charlie Kirk's name is just, it's crazy to me, man. And then he do that whole thing. You know, when brothers get caught out for buck dancing, all of them do this thing where they just act like, they do this thing where they act like they're a free thinker and they choose, they're thinking free. And if you don't think like them, you're a slave. I'm a free thinking black man. And that's why y'all don't like me, because I'm a free thinker. And they think that their buck dancing is rooted in some type of intellectualism, that they're on some higher level of thinking. There's this higher plane of thinking because they buck dancing. You know what I mean? And and we don't understand because they're smarter than us. No. You have a lack of racial self-esteem. So you throw your people under the bus all left and right because you have a subservient attitude and you really feel like you're less than a lot of these white supremacists, or you think that talking like them will make you equal to them. You think that that'll make them like you, and you should know better than anybody with the profession that you in. A lot of them never gonna like you, never gonna be equal to them. You're never going to be equal to them. But you thought if you went to go get the same degrees they got and you were in the same profession, somehow you were the equivalent of them. You're not. You're not. Even when you regurgitate their talking points, they still don't like you. When you leave out the door, they start talking about it. They say, oh, that old slow talking Negro there. They got that old slow talking Negro. He come up. Judge Brown gonna want to fight me. He see this video, boy. He gonna want to fight me like it ain't nothing, man. Yeah, he thought when he got to this job that when he became a judge, and somehow he could be one of them, and they were gonna love him and respect him. Clarence Thomas too. They don't like you at all. But this is his talking points that's what he does. This is how he talk. The man, he hate Kamala Harris. She all type of bitchs to him. Well, not old Charlie Kirk. Charlie's a good old boy. Charlie's a good man. He's a good. Y'all remember on South Central? He a man. He's a man. Bobby's a man. Charlie was a man. He a man, and he was a husband. And they did this to him, and it ain't right. Don't y'all laugh at him. He's a man. He's a good man, good Christian man. Don't you talk about him. Don't you talk about Charlie Kirk like that. Hey, y'all remember South Central, man, when dude said that Bobby a man. He said they be hoping they gonna get some snow, but hey, oh my God, man. Yeah. Judge Joe Brown is a butter biscuit eating senile Sambo. That's my phrase for him. Cause man, he said, I remember that movie. You remember South Central. South Central was the movie OG Bobby Johnson. Yeah, Joe Brown is absolutely a clown. And I hate how he has all this smoke for anybody that's black. Judge Mathis, Carmelo Anthony, not the basketball player, the young man that was defending himself. Jasmine Crockett. He had all the smoke for all the black folks. But when it comes to white supremacists, he always giving them an out. And he tried to give them an out based upon some type of he tried to take the educational route. Now, back then, what we would call that was a man being a thinking man and having a thinking game and being able to critically think for himself. That's what we wouldn't call that racism in my time. We were strong men. We were strong. We were tough back then. We were tough. You gotta. Hey man, Joe Brown going to. Hey boy, Joe Brown grandkids gonna see the video. They're gonna be so mad at me, man. God. I wonder how those who was praising him during the election when he was bad mouthing Miss Harris. Yeah, like all of them, there's a lot of people that was all for him. Yeah, talk about Kamala. Yeah. And then now they shocked. What? I didn't know Judge Joe Brown was like this. How couldn't you have seen this? It was right in your face. All the MAGA people, they all are coded the exact same way. They all hate Kamala Harris guts. They call her every name under the sun. They act oblivious to certain racist things that Donald Trump has said and done. They act oblivious to every type of racist thing that a white conservative does. They act like they don't see it. They gaslight us. So how couldn't you see this beforehand? Oh, I didn't know he was like this. How you saw he was talking about Kamala Harris. You knew what type of time he was on. You knew how he was coded. 100%. So it's no shocker that he said these statements and was trying to protect Charlie Kirk to me. It's no shocker at all. I just never got around to making content to address him. You feel me? You know what I mean? So all of that, and the way he talk about Ed, the way he talk about as soon as he's protecting what's the man name? Donald Trump and all that. Yeah. Come on, bro. I already knew. And again, Kamala Harris is not perfect. But I just knew the amount of vigor, the way he spoke about her, the way he was doing it. You could tell what type of time he was on. Because all of them hate her guts with that same type of vigor. You know what I'm saying? So I knew the way he was talking. I was like, this sounds familiar. Because to criticize her is one thing. But to call her all type of bitchs and all type of hoes and all of that, you know what I'm saying? I know what you want. When you talking like that, that's the same way the MAGA, they talk just like that about her. So it's one thing to criticize her, but it's one thing to call all type of bitchs, all type of holes, and all type of pieces of sh, all that. When you do that, oh, I know what you was on. I knew where it was rooted at. Then you out here calling Carmelo Anthony, the young man defending himself, calling him a young punk. Judge Mathis is all type of, he's a rainbow pusher. He's a rainbow pusher. All because this man still loves his son despite his son being gay. Now Judge Mathis, he's a rainbow pusher. Beauty by Tilda say, my show is on. All love. I appreciate that, Tilda. I appreciate it. Yeah. All them, Judge Joe Brown, every time he talking about any Jasmine Crockett, calling her all type of idiots, everything like that. Jasmine Crockett, she's so ghetto and all of that. The MAGA coded people, they hate black women. They hate them. Hate them. And Judge Joe Brown, when he was talking about Jasmine Crockett like that, calling all type of idiots and all of that, calling Jasmine Crockett, the black woman, Jasmine Crockett, all type of idiots, all type of crazy stuff. I said, oh, this looks mighty familiar. He won't do that about a white conservative woman at all. You know what I'm saying? At all. He won't do that about a white conservative woman at all. So all of that out here loving on Charlie Kirk, all that, yeah, I don't find it racist what he said. You know, I don't think it's racist at all, and all what he said. And come on, man. Come on. What is we talking about? Like again, you don't find none of that he said about black people racist, Judge Joe Brown. None of that. None of what he said. Again, Charlie Kirk would have looked at Joe Brown and said, hey, pal, I know you're a judge, but I don't trust that you're qualified enough. I don't trust it. Hey, I know you got the gavel, pal. I know you got the gavel. Hey, buddy. Hey, bud. I know you got the gavel, but did you get it off of merit? I don't trust that you got it off of merit. I don't know. You know, and this ain't about y'all in the comments trying to make this about Kamala Harris. This is about him as a person. And I see the way he talk. Again, all of them are coded the same way. So when I watch the way they talk about people, like it's the same way. When I can watch how a YouTuber talks about a conservative person, talks about LeBron James. And I can tell, oh yeah, you MAGA like it ain't nothing. The wording that they choose to use about LeBron, the way they frame it, easily I can tell if you MAGA. The way you talk about LeBron is easy. And they all are coded the same way. They use the same type of language in regards to certain people. So it's not hard to see at all. So I've been knew Judge Joe Brown, what type of time he was on. You know? But again, he out here, and I remember because people get mad at Judge Mathis. They get mad at Judge Mathis because Judge Mathis was going off on Joe Brown and said, man, he don't want to see me. He said, hey, he don't want to see me at all. And I saw people, Judge Mathis is being immature. No. Judge Joe Brown be starting shit, talking crazy about people, talking crazy about that man for choosing to still love his son despite his son's sexual orientation. And you think that man not gonna say nothing back to you? That's his son. You think that man not gonna say nothing back to you? You think he gonna just sit idly and let you just ride out talking about him and his son? Are you crazy? Like, no. Like, that's not. Judge O'Brown sit on all these shows and talk about everybody under the sun, especially the black folks. Black folks, oh man. Talk about everybody under the sun. And then sit here, and then when you say something back to him, now he playing victim. And the way he talk crazy about people, you be shocked if somebody don't go upside his head. And the moment somebody go upside his head, somebody gonna say, well, he's an old man. Don't do that to him. He old. Well, he needs to talk like he's an older man. You feel me? So, yeah. Yeah, I have to. Because again, I know, see, look, Black Maul out here playing. You can tell. I can tell when a white dude is talking about LeBron James with the certain vigor that they talk about him. I can tell when it's rooted in MAGA loving. You can tell it easily. So I can tell from a mile away who MAGA like it ain't. I could be like, oh, look how he talking. Look at the certain word choices he using. It's easy to tell. Yeah, like again, what he thought Judge Mathis was gonna hate his son. He thought he was gonna hate his son because his son is gay. So yeah, I just never got around to talking about Joe Brown. But when he tried to come out here act like he didn't know that, like he don't think Charlie Kirk is racist at all, and it's just he chalked it up as Charlie Kirk. He chalked it up to like he is playing the dozens, and we need to be tougher and just respond better and learn how to get witty and respond with wit. He just playing the dozens. Back in my day, we would sit in the classroom and we would crack jokes about your mama, my mama, your mama. That's what he said. My mama, your mama this, and amen, your mama that. And that's what we would do. We would be tough and have tough skin. And we would play the dozens with each other. Maybe that's what we need to do. Smelling like Bengay. Oh, man. But yeah, all of us used to watch Judge Joe Brown show back in the day, man. You know? But it's a disappointment to see him and all these other black folks trying to lay out this protection for him. Trying to lay out this protection for Charlie Kirk. Him and and that's what it makes it what's disturbing to me, because they're acting like things that he said is not racist. It's just taken out of context. Just simply out of context, you guys. What context do you need when the man says black women don't have brain processing power to be taken seriously? What context is needed for that? Huh? What context is needed for if I see a black pilot, I'm going to think, hey, boy, I hope he's qualified. Boy, I hope he's qualified. As if an airline is going to hire a pilot who's not qualified just for DEI purposes, so they can risk lawsuits, right? Hiring a pilot means you're hiring somebody to have hundreds of people's lives in their hands. Do you think they're going to risk that for DEI purposes? Come on, bro. You're not that stupid. You're not that stupid to believe that. You know? But what context do you need when Charlie Kirk says, if I get on a plane, I see a black pilot, I'm thinking, boy, I hope he's qualified. What context is needed for that? What context is needed for when he says that black people were better off during slavery because there was less crime? Huh? What context is needed for that type of language? None whatsoever. So all of this, we need context. We need now. When black folks do something, they don't ask us for no type of context. Oh, he's a thug. Oh, he's a criminal. He's a criminal. All of that, man. Like, come on. Exactly. A black pilot is most likely the most qualified because we got to be twice as good to get half of what they got. Black pilot, he didn't get took through all type of training. He didn't have to jump through 80,000 hoops just to get the job. So if it's a black pilot on the plane, he's more than likely, again, overqualified, the most qualified there. You know? Like, it's crazy to me, man, with these people. Charlie Kirk stuff is already fading. Maga trying to keep his name relevant now. Yeah, I'm trying to keep his name relevant and everything. But yeah, Joe Brown is he's something else, man. He's something. He said your Joe Brown impression is funny and accurate. Please touch grass. Tell Joe Brown to touch grass, brother. The Tuskegee Airmen was the best pilots in their fleet during World War II. Yes, they were. It should be 100 likes on this video. It's free. Y'all show love. Black Mall, I appreciate it, man. Y'all give me them likes, man. Get them like, hit them like button, hit the like button as soon as y'all come on in here, man. If you've been in here already, hit the like button for me. It pushes my video within the YouTube algorithm. The more you all like it, I appreciate y'all hitting that like button for me, man. You say all pilots are qualified because you have check pilots that has to certify you when you meet a certain amount of hours. Yeah, so all this thought that, you know, if I see a black pilot, boy, I hope he's qualified. Yeah, man, Joe Brown is just he's a character and he's an embarrassment. He's an embarrassment. Again, the way I saw him explaining for Charlie Kirk, I'm listening to him during that. He getting mad at anybody that's criticizing Charlie Kirk. And I don't think anybody has any built-in exemption from criticism. To simply say that Charlie Kirk's racist rhetoric was just criticism is crazy. And yes, Kwame Brown and Joe Brown, they one and the same. They make, man, I know a lot of people with the last name Brown as real stand-up individuals, stand-up black men and black women. They making the last name Brown look crazy. Because y'all know Kwame got mad at me. Kwame was so mad at me. He came under my video. I'll be on live all day. You could have came on my live and had a conversation instead of making a video. I'm not having a conversation with your butter biscuit eating ass. I'm not. Kwame trash, garbage as hell as a trash as a player. He garbage, always was. Just be talking so crazy. Kwame is another MAGA shield. No matter what MAGA does, he always gonna defend it and protect it all the time, and he gonna hate anybody that's left, he hate. But again, with his MAGA, if they say openly racist stuff, he gonna try to defend it. Now I've been on this channel saying even Joe Biden, I said Joe Biden was way out of pocket for saying if you vote for him, you ain't black and all of that. So I ain't just a person that just let anybody that's on the left just get away with anything at all. Right? But Kwame, oh man, MAGA do something. He don't see it. He don't know what's going on. He the same one out here. Charlie Kirk was a husband. He was a man. He was a husband and a father. And y'all saying this about Charlie Kirk, you need to burn in hell. Burn in hell. That man wished hellfire on us. For criticizing Charlie Kirk, he wished hellfire on us. That brother was Lord Frollo. Was it Frollo from Hunchback of Notre Dame? Hellfire. Hellfire. Hey, Kwame Brown said we need to burn in hell. Hey, remember A Time to Kill? I think they should burn in hell. Samuel Jackson character going off. What was his name? Carl Lee. His name was Carl Lee on A Time to Kill. He said, Mac, think about how much of a time a black person had to be to work in judicial system during the 60s and 70s. That's Joe Brown. Joe Brown was definitely out here telling black folks we need to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps in the 70s. He definitely was on that type of time. So I know he was. Leroy Green, I appreciate the donation, brother. I appreciate it. He say, you know what I'm saying, these nocturnal animals watched Django and was inspired by Samuel L. Jackson character. That's why they love Charlie Kirk, but claim they never heard nothing racist out his mouth. Absolutely. And in my video that I made about Judge Joe Brown, I talked about Steven from Django and how he playing that role to a T, acting oblivious to the racist stuff that he said. You want to act like you don't see it and you don't see no racism in it, gaslighting black folks into thinking he didn't say nothing racist. Yeah, because you want to cozy up to him. He's like, what did you say? Stephen B, what's happening, man? He come in right when I talk about Kwame. It's so funny. He always come in right when I'm talking about Kwame. Yeah, Joe Biden was out his damn mind talking about you ain't black. Hey, man, you better get your ass on. The one thing I hate this too. I do not like when black folks or anybody try to tell somebody they're not black because of something or they blacker than especially when you white telling somebody they not black, but or like even though I can't stand the stuff that a lot of stuff that Stephen A. Smith has said when Terrell Owens sat up there and say Max Kellerman was blacker than him, I said, whoa, wait a minute. No, Max Kellerman is still a white man. Let's not do that. Has Max Kellerman said things I've agreed with? Absolutely, but he's still a white man. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. He said, calling him nocturnal animal. Yeah, nocturnal animal. For real. Cause sometimes I'll be thinking YouTube, when I say that word, even the animal name, they'll try to pick up on me. Like they'll try to like see if I said the actual C word, because you know I can't say the C word on here. But sometimes they be trying to pick and choose when I even when I say the animal, they be trying to make it seem like I may have said a slur or something like that. So you gotta be careful with YouTube sometimes, man. You gotta be careful. Willie Walker whistle. Hold on. What? Yeah, Willie Walker whistle. What people don't understand about aviation is that when an accident happens, everybody gets sued, including the company, the pilot, the manufacturer of the aircraft, check pilots, even the school. Yeah, so to think that they would for Charlie Kirk to think that black folks would just be hiring black folks for the purpose of DEI. When you got all this stuff that could be hanging in the balance, all type of lawsuits could be filed if a person is not qualified and they crashed a plane or they do a horrible landing and injure people and all of that. You think they're gonna risk lawsuits just to have some DEI going on? Come on, man. That's why I hated when he said that. It didn't even make no sense. Charlie Kirk, if I see a black pilot, I'm gonna say, boy, I hope he's qualified. Boy. Yeah. Yeah, Max made me mad about that damn about the fight and about him riding out for y'all know how I feel about mixed martial arts in that environment. Y'all know how I feel about the UFC environment. Mixed martial arts look fun and it's exciting, but the environment around UFC, it's so anti-black, it's crazy. It's so MAGA infested. I'll be in that mug like, hey, I don't know. I'll be a better fight. Like, is this a Klan meeting? If I was a fighter in that environment, I'd be, hey man, are you descendants of Klan members? Was your grandfather a knight of the Ku Klux Klan? Let me know. I'll definitely be. I'll be asking other fighters, well, what organization was your grandfather a part of and your great uncles? Khadija, what's going on? Hold on. Hey, Jason, man, I appreciate that donation, man. I appreciate it. That's love, brother. That mean a lot to me, man. I appreciate the donation, brother. None of you ain't black. Isn't that crazy? No, Khadija, I did see that the no limit in Cash Money doing the verses. I like No Limit a lot, man. I like No Limit a lot. I think Cash Money got too many bangers though. I think Cash Money got too many bangers, man. No Limit got some bangers too, for real. I think Cash Money got a little too much. It got a little too many bangers, a little bit. Man, why my what you call it app always acting a fool? Hold on. Did I make any video? I'm about to make it. I mean, why people mad that he did? I really didn't think Braun was retiring anyway. That was his marketing tool. You know, to say, hey, we finna promote some liquor. Imagine the outcry MJ did that while they was still playing. Man, what? Don't start that now. Because Black Mall, I can say, can you imagine if LeBron James donated money to the police like Michael Jordan did? So there's a lot of stuff that Mike did that LeBron would have got in trouble for. If Michael Jordan was out here gambling and out there, he had a gambling addiction, you know what would come with it. If LeBron James had a gambling addiction, they would talk about LeBron like crazy. He gambling. I knew he was wrong. I knew he was a horrible individual. I knew it. I knew he was corrupt. I knew he was terrible. So we can play that whole game in either way. I knew it. I knew he was an evil individual. Boy, they better not. They found out LeBron James got a parking ticket. It's up for LeBron. Nah, No Limit did have hits for sure. They did. I just think Cash Money got a little bit more. I think they got a little bit more. No Limit had hits for sure. I just think Cash Money got a little bit more. And Mystical not gonna be on stage with him to perform. Mystical really, he played a profound played a profound role on Cash Money. I mean, on No Limits, the impact of No Limit, and Mystical ain't gonna be able to be up in there. You say it's a 20-song limit. No Limit just need to put together a great playlist, and they got it. They just got to let Mystical part play, because ain't he locked up? So he keep on, hey, can't come to the phone. Yeah, Mystical. Where he keep getting in trouble for grape. Hey, you might need to stay up in there. Yeah, Mystical was a supreme talent for real. Even the way he came in on Make 'Em Say and Mama Mia. Hey, Mia X was so dope. Now I ain't gonna lie, Mia X was so dope, man. She was fire. Mia X was phenomenal. And Fiend had heat too though. Fiend had, and I really like Fiend. I really like Fiend. I thought Mac was fire too though. Not because he just got my name, but you know, yeah. Mama Mia. Shout out Mia. I thought Mia X was dope, man. He said, Fiend was dope. I really like No Limit a whole lot. Like I really do. I don't know. Like you said, it's a 20-song limit. It just gotta be Mac Shell Shock is the best No Limit ever. Yeah, Mac was fire. Fire. And Mia X was dope. I'm just trying to see, like, it's just all about how them songs get matched up, man. Cause I just think Cash Money got some stuff that I think is, hey, is Project Chick going? He said, Mac is my cousin. Mac, your cousin? Shout out Mac, man. Mac was dope. Hey, but if Project Chick come on and make them say, which one you picking? Project Chick will make them say, that beat, Manny Fresh, that production on Project Chick is so fire. Come on, man. Manny Fresh. Oh, let me say, DJ Manny Fresh. Shout out Manny Fresh. Manny really made No Limit. I mean, Cash Money. Manny Fresh was the one, man. I love Juvie was my favorite. I ain't gonna lie. Juvie was my favorite during that time. But Manny was phenomenal. His production was ahead of his time at that time. Beats by the pound, yes, versus Manny Fresh. Beats by the pound versus Manny. Yes, that is, you right. Yeah. Yeah. Now, Black Mall, down for my N-word. Yes. Now that is a win. That's a win no matter what. You right. You right, Black Mall. That's a win no matter what. Hey man, when is versus supposed to be, man? When is this supposed to be? Say BG was they got, yeah, BG was dope, but I just thought Juvie. Listen, y'all know I see me, I eat, sleep, and talk rap. You see that 98 Mercedes on TV, I bought that. When he say I had some felony charges, I fought that. When he say get sent to no return and still get brought back. Hey, Juvie was talking, boy. What? That 400 degrees. Juvie was rapping. Y'all finna get me in here, really out here about to play this before I go to work, man. Somebody, you need a Walkman Flex, Junior. Y'all crazy. AW1, what's going on? Jason Whitlock and Clay Travis were big mad about Kyron. About Kyron Lacey's innocence? I bet they were. For real. Even Birdman non-rapping. Hey, what verse was Big Boy rapping? With Bling Bling. Birdman verse on Bling Bling. Big Boy love that verse. Juvie definitely gonna put on the show, man. I was a Juvie. Juvie was my guy, you know. Yeah, I think Turk is underrated too. People trying like Turk was garbage. Turk was definitely underrated. Turk and BG and them be getting into it with each other. But Turk was dope. No, not Big Boy from Outkast. Big Boy, radio host Big Boy. California. Big Boy's neighborhood. But yeah, man, I had to get on and talk about Joe Brown because y'all know y'all boy is he's a piece of work. Joe Brown is a piece of work. Juvie is the best artist Cash Money. Is the best artist Cash Money ever had, not Wayne. Real ones, no. Uh that first run, Juvie was the catalyst for it, all of it as a rapper. But I think Wayne, that second half, Wayne, I mean, and again, he started Young Money and stuff too. But not Wayne. Wayne brought in the revenue like crazy. But the early part of their career, Juvie was the draw. And it was not close. Juvie was the draw 100%. But Wayne though, Wayne became so big. He became so big, it was just undeniable. It was undeniable. And after everybody left, I mean, that's when Wayne started giving us the Carters. You know? Once the Block Inside came out, it was game over. I want to say Block is hot. Once that Carter dropped and Go DJ and stuff dropped, it was like, okay, Wayne is a mainstay. He a problem, but no. Once Carter 2 came out with Fireman dropped, what else is on Carter 2? Fireman, Hustlers Music. Um, as far as singles, Fireman was the lead single though on Carter 2. Once they came out, it elevated Wayne to another position. Then around that same time, he started releasing like the Dedication 2 came out. Then the year after that, Dedication 2, I think was 06. 06. Then after that, the Drought 3 was 07. Then I mean he went on that crazy mixtape run. Then the Carter 3, which sold like 1 million in the first week. You know? So yeah. Once Carter 3 came, Wayne was a household superstar for real. And that's when white America started to really love Wayne. And then Wayne started getting them piercings right here, right there, right there, right there. Start getting tattoos right here, right there, 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 and right there, and right there. Because most think, yeah, and I'm not one of them individuals that like I'm not punchline like just because like punchlines. Rapping is more than just punchlines to me, and that's why Wayne was never my favorite rapper. He had a lot of punchlines, punch, 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 but it's more than just punching. His cadence, his delivery, his flow, his subject matter. It's what type of music you're making. Introspective songs. Can you make songs where you're storytelling? All of those things. And Wayne, he was missing those some of those elements to me. You know, even as he got older, he still had hit music. He still could make songs that was palatable for like certain audiences and younger audiences, et cetera, et cetera. I like a rapper that shows maturation and growth. So like I like rappers that could do punchline, they could do punchline rapping and all of that, but I also like rappers that could storytell. Tip was always good at storytelling. He had a big vocabulary. He had great delivery. He can give you the similes, metaphors, punchlines, all of that. But again, he can give you great subject matter as well. Uh, Edgar Blanchard said, Judge Joe Brown talk like he about that life. He ain't gonna bust the grape. You know he ain't. You know Judge Joe Brown ain't finna do nothing. I'm Joe Brown here. And I just thought back in the day we were tough. We were men. And we knew how to be tough and real men. And it's real men missing. And I'm one of the tough ones. And if you want to come over here, I'll show you I'm tough. And Judge Joe Brown, you're not gonna do nothing. Sound like Larry Merchant talking that shit to Floyd Mayweather in the ring. If I was 20 years younger, I'd kick your ass. No, you're not gonna do nothing, Joe Brown. No, you not. No, you not. SL say he tired of Wayne rapping about filet mignon. No, you know what line I used to hate? Yeah, I said if he say one more line about how he the ish, get the F up out his toilet. If he say that one more time, I'ma lose my mind. It's almost like, and I like Pac. When Pac would do the Hennessy, enemies, Hennessy, all right, hey, you got a limit now. Pac, you got a limit on that Hennessy's and enemies. It's a limit on that Pac. And I love Pac, for real. always talking about eating that penny pie. All right, now. Goddamn Wayne. Come on. Wayne best songs to me, like I told y'all, that Birdman Jr. But as y'all know, I like a certain gritty type of rap sometimes, right? So like Birdman Jr. is one of the best I ever heard Wayne rapping. You ain't did it till you done it like in 5 states. Wheezy hustle, no blubber, I put on weight. And in the drought, I go on a diet and stretch more, lose all that weight, leave a player with stretch marks. You don't even come up to a player chest, pause up. My pa, what the F they play that in the club for? Real ish, I'm ducking bombs from a drug war. No religion, but the cops sweated I'm a drug lord. Father, forgive me, for they know not who they pushing, Lord. Father, forgive me if I have to send them to you, Lord. I'm just trying to dodge the shots they send to the God. They riding up Highway to Heaven Boulevard. Hey, when he talking like that's not just, oh, I like that penny pie. That's him really, really talking like, if you're gonna talk some aggressive stuff, talk it now. Don't like, what he say? What's my line? What he say? Something about the cow with the 40 cal rip a player. Flip the vehicle, split your windshield, whack your baby mama, but I let the kid live. And people say that I am a kid still, cause the little youngin' still ride on big wheels. You feel an animal, then come on and get killed. The sig peel bandanas like bananas. Say I'm slight bananas, I blow a weekend in Havana in my cabana with my bottom chick from Savannah. Now that talk like that. That's what I like when you do that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got me on one. Yeah, Juvie Tiny Desk. All that face mom. Scarface. Yeah, man. That's some rapping, man, for real. Jason Whitlock upset that Ryan Clark and Pat McAfee covered Kyron Lacey and told them to stick to football. Jason Whitlock, I hate him. Oh my God. He think if he kiss enough white folks' butt, he gonna turn white in his sleep. He praying for vitiligo. Jason Whitlock, one individual that's praying every night for vitiligo. Please let me get vitiligo all over. He's saying, please let him get vitiligo all over his body. And he said that Sam I Am said that toilet line was Wayne Red Rose, white selling. Yeah, that was his joint. I'm the ish. Get the F up at my toilet. Hey, what did he say on what did he say on Swagger Like Us? I hated his verse on there. In my jewels, blue and yellow, the type of ish that make him call you Carmelo. I ain't like that. I ain't like his verse on there. But Tip had the best verse on Swagger Like Us. I ain't even like J verse. Hova. I ain't like J verse. I really only like Tip verse for real. Tip killed that joint. So you go see Jeezy for the wordplay, Weezy for the verb play, Kanye for diversity, Weezy for the wordplay, Jeezy for the verb play, Kanye for diversity, and me for controversy. All my verses picture perfect. Only spit to serve a purpose. You ain't living what you kicking, ain't worth it. Check it from the surface. It might seem that I got reason to be nervous. Then observe my work and see that my adversity was worth it. Versus autobiographical, absolutely classical. Last thing I'm worried about is what another rapper do. Ain't nobody hot as me. Even if they rap their ass off, blast off, and have outstanding qualities. Sell a lot of records, I respect it and salute that. But spitting real life on hot beats, I'm the true factor. Kick it like me, no exaggeration necessary. Live nothing less than legendary. What say? Living revolutionary, nothing less than legendary. Gangster ish hereditary. Got it from my dad. Flow coded in February with extraordinary swag. What? Hold on, yeah. Now that talking. That's talking, man. Yeah, he said Jason Whitlock looked like he eat peanut butter. It's straight out the jar. Yeah, Juvie been married for forever. Dun 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 dun. Here come Juvie. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I ain't like J Verse on Swagger Like Us at all. T.I. went pop for a quick second, which you could have. Yeah, that was his little single. But that album, that Whatever You Like is on Paper Trail, that album is phenomenal. Tip would do that. He'll make a little pop single real quick, Whatever You Like. That's not how Tip rap for real. Listen to 56 Bars, the intro to that album. And listen to I'm Illy on that album. What? For real. I'm Illy and 56 Bars. Listen to Tip rapping on there. And Every Chance I Get on there. Tip rapping. But that dang on I'm Illy. Woo! When I first heard that, I was in there. I put it out. Hold on, turn this up. Let me put that on my iPod. That's when I had that iPod Nano. Yeah, that Illy, he was talking his talk. They said you couldn't F with me. He said you couldn't F with me with a Brazil hoe. But he said, but still though. Said Jason Fluffy. Jason, wake up. Hoping. Please say, please let me wake up a white man. Please. Stop this nightmare. Let me be white. Only thing T.I. has is rapping because his wife. Hey, leave this man wife alone, man. Sci-Hi could be one of the best rappers in the South, but them ghostwriting checks for Kanye, keep him away. Yeah, it does, man. Him being able to write for Kanye, it keep him in the shadows, man. It does. Remember that Looking for Trouble song? Looking for trouble. I remember J. Cole and them was on that more rapping. I remember Kanye was doing that Good Friday back when I was in high school. They had the Christian Dior Denim Flow song. I got the world in my hands, the master plan. But I don't know why I keep calling, why I keep all of these girls in my phone be loving me. But I don't know why I keep calling, why I keep calling you. It's an Escape was a dollar store. Hey, stop it. Stop it. Yeah, 2 Chainz. Hey, that whole 2 Chainz era when Codeine Cowboy and stuff dropped, he had a song called "Feeling You." 2 Chainz, that's my joint. Having long conversations on the phone can't get you out of my mind. Baby, are you feeling me? I'm feeling you. Hey, y'all finna have me going to love. I'm gonna make a song, like a list of some of the most underappreciated rap songs, and I'm gonna talk about music from the 90s, the 2000s, the vlog, mixtape era, 2010s, etc. I'm gonna make a video like that, man, for real. 2 Chainz, when he was still going by Titty Boy, he had a string of mixtapes he was talking that talk on. Matter of fact, Player Circle got a song called "Look What I Got," and 2 Chainz verse on "Look What I Got" so fire, man. What? Steve Kim and that closet racist TJ Mo. Yeah, Steve Kim. He definitely he be talking some, always making excuses for race, anti-black racism. I can't stand him. Um, Even I remember Coach JB, Jason Brown from Last Chance U. I hate when people be talking about me. He a brother. He grew up with the black folks in Compton. He's a brother. No, he's a white man. Stop it. Stop. Let's not act like Jason Brown from Last Chance U. Like now he's a brother now because he grew up in Compton and he hollers and cusses. No, he's still a white man. I don't give a damn how many cuss words he hurls out his mouth. I don't care how many times he say homie, 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 homie. I don't care how many times he say the word mark. Mark ass homie. You a mark, homie. I don't care how many times he say that. He's still a white man. I don't care if he grew up next to Tyrone and Denzel. I don't care that he grew up across the street from Darius. Jason Brown, Coach JB from Last Chance U is still a white man. Just here to tell y'all that. Okay. So all of that, it'll kill me. It'll be killing me with that. Oh, he a brother. Is he? Is he? He not. He says a white guy for real. Have you ever watched Last Chance U? Go James. He was a coach from Independence Community College in Independence, Kansas. The last 2 football seasons, I think, from Last Chance U, Coach JB. He said he talked like they do on All American, just be saying I all damn episode. Said Stevie Knight probably got an Eminem tattoo. Stevie Knight, so white. He's so white coded. If it was a door that said, if you go through this door, you can meet Malcolm X. If you go through this door, you could meet Eminem. Stevie Knight gonna run to the door where Eminem at and never return. And he won't feel bad about it at all. He gonna say, F Malcolm X, I'm going to go see Marshall Mathers. Eminem would have told him, you should have went to go see Malcolm X. You should have went to go see Malcolm X. Oh my God, Stevie Knight is facing his day of reckoning. Yeah, Leroy, he running through that Eminem door for real. Matter of fact, Leroy, your name Leroy Green. Am I the meanest? Am I the prettiest? Am I the baddest mofo low down round this town? What's my name? Show enough. What's my name? Show enough. I can't hear you. Is Leroy Green? Is Leroy Green here? Who, Junior? Yeah, Junior. What you tell him? Yeah, Junior. Hey, rest in peace to Julius Carey, man. Hey, The Last Dragon was fire. Y'all remember Last Dragon? Y'all remember The Last Dragon? Wasn't Leroy last name Green on The Last Dragon? I swear his last name was Green, Leroy Green. Bruce Leroy. Very Gordy, Ty Mac them did the thing. I thought Ty Mac was cool till he was on that episode of A Different World, and he was trying to grape Freddie. Take the G off of grape. You know what I'm talking about? I said, oh no, Bruce Leroy. Bruce Leroy, I didn't know you. You were scared to even kiss Vanity. You were scared of Vanity. Now you out there trying to take it from Freddie. I got something real for you in these hands. Hey man, shout out The Last Dragon. And Green was that, yeah, kiss my Converse. What he say? And catches bullets with his teeth. What is it? I want to say the N word. But he tell her N word, please. Directing your pizza, the Daddy Green pizza. Yeah. So where's Leroy Green here? Junior? Yeah, Junior. Hey, don't my man, what's my man from Chicago, man? Comedian. Dion Cole. Dion Cole looked like Show Enough. I think he dressed up as Show Enough. He did. He dressed up as Show Enough for Halloween. Show Enough had them lines, man. Show Enough one of the best movie villains ever. The man come in, am I the meanest? Am I the prettiest? Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town? What's my name? D-Ray from Chicago. Yeah, man. It's a lot of funny guys from the city, man. What's my man? Lil Rel, D-Ray, Dion Cole, Bernard McCullough, better known as Bernie Mac, Robin Harris. Yeah, we did have some people come out the city, man. Great movie, hands. Yeah, Last Dragon is absolute classic. Corey Holcomb. Yeah, Corey is hilarious. He's an ignorant MF. Like, he a hater, though. He's a hater. And he do some hating ass stuff and say some hating stuff for real. He'll tell all your business. Moment y'all fall out, he telling all your business to everybody. Telling all your business to everybody in the street. He'll tell women he loaned you $20 the other day. He funny, though. Corey is hilarious. But man, he'll tell everybody, if you slept on his couch for one night, he gonna tell you, I helped that brother on my couch one night. You shouldn't even be talking to him. You should be talking to me. I'm the one with the money. I'm the one with the paper. He ain't got nothing. I gave him $20 last week. He want $30 more. I'm gonna give it to him, but I'm just letting you know I'm giving him $30. I'm letting you know I'm giving him $30. But Corey he's hilarious though. But I didn't get on his head on his channel for being a hater. And just, Gary, I'm the one selling the records. I'm the one. Corey gonna tell all the girls, I'm the one selling the records. I'm the one making the money. He ain't got no money. What you liking him for? Dirty Mackin at his finest. He ain't got nothing. Oh man, the miscarriage joke is crazy. What he said? He said my girl had a miscarriage, and I had to act like I was sad about it. He said I'm at the toilet, not the baby, oh, not the baby. Oh, it's horrible. It's funny, but it's a horrible joke, man. Bernie Mac, the king of Chicago comedy, absolutely, man. Bernie Mac is hilarious, man. I always loved that he repped Chicago. On his show, he always had some Bears apparel on all the time. Talking about the Bulls and all of that, man. True Southside Chicagoan, man, to the bone gristle. He just like me. If you cut Bernie Mac on mild sauce would have fell out his arm. He was that Chicago. Did you see that movie Corey made called The Watermelon Heist? And I didn't even what? That sounds like a minstrel show. What? Yeah, I know Clifton Powell. Yeah, Cliff Powell. I remember when he played on Dead Presidents, he was Cuddy. When he told Juanita, is that my little girl back there? Wasn't even it was he talking about Anthony, baby. You see my little girl back there. He told Anthony, did she F you? Do she suck you? Now who you thought was doing that? How you think she learned how to do that? Now she wasn't doing that before you went to the war. Now was she? She wasn't doing it like that before she went to the war, was she? I said, oh no, Anthony, we got to unalive him. Anthony, we got to get him off the face of this earth. You tried to get Anthony to suck the gun. Anthony, no, Anthony, we got to get him. I'm mad we didn't get our get back on Cuddy. You know what I'm saying? I wanted him to go find Cuddy and get Cuddy up out of here. And Juanita's got this pimp around your baby, Anthony. She got this no good, dirty, rotten, lollipop sucking pimp around your baby, Anthony. It wasn't for the damn Juanita. I was so happy when he whooped on Terrence Crawford. Terrence Howard with the pool stick. Beat him. He talking crazy. Beat him, Anthony. Beat him. Beat him, Anthony. Juanita was getting on my. I'm like, damn, Juanita, who side you on, Juanita? He's getting on my nerves, man. She was getting. I'm like, man, this is getting on my nerves. Yeah, Dead Presidents was a great movie. Very good movie. For sure. It ended terribly. Got all them years in jail. It was horrible. But you know, yeah. Man. But hey, y'all, man, I'm finna get off this thing, man. I'm glad to be able to get on with y'all today. I enjoyed talking to y'all. Thank everybody that sent the donations. I actually got a donation from CASHAPP. That's love, man. So I thank everybody for sending the donations. I thank everybody for every comment. I think everybody just came through and liked the video. I appreciate everybody that just came through and just, that watched. It's all love, man. I appreciate y'all a ton. We're going to keep growing this audience. We're going to keep everything going. And I will be back on live tomorrow talking to y'all. I'm out this time. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.